Welcome back to the Cross Up Podcast. My name is Alan. I'm here with Jeremy. Daquan is not with us today. He was sick and recovering, whatever he's going through. Um,
He's recovering from not talking about Skyrim for 2 hours.
it has been a while. We haven't heard him mention it on a good bit. Today we're gonna have like a shorter episode. I guess it depends. We'll end up seeing how much we actually have to say about this. It's gonna be the 2XKO drama that dropped earlier this morning. I say drama. It's not really drama. The news that dropped from Riot Games this morning, which is them announcing they're downscaling the team less than a month of their 1.0 release. I think roughly 80 employees got fired. And according to some of there was one one post that I saw from Blue Sky, not even Twitter, of saying, I've been working on 2XKO for 10 years. I was at Riot for 12, and then he got fired, or they got fired within a 30-minute notice.
Yep, I saw the same tweet. I saw
Yeah.
tweet too. I saw the same thing.
Which is insane.
Let me just read the quote that came with it. Let's see. As we expand from PC to consoles, we saw consistent trends in how players were engaging with 2XKO. Executive producer Tom Cannon, who used to run EVO. The game has resonated with a passionate core audience, but overall momentum hasn't reached the level needed to support a team of this size long term. That tells me I could be way off base. Let's just get some out of the way. I don't hate this game.
No, not at all.
But this tells me, from an outsider's perspective, that they were expecting Street Fighter and Tekken numbers from day one. That's what that tells me.
Like, don't get me wrong, the people that were helping develop this game and steering it and having direction should know better, I feel like.
Right.
Because they come from the FGC. And as you're aware, as anyone that's tuned into the FGC even a little bit, tag fighters are a niche subgenre of fighting games.
Yes.
And it's already like a niche genre fighting games, and then you take a niche of a niche, like you're not doing numbers. Like, I think if you went with the original purpose that was like the original 1v1, it could have maybe had that conversation.
Right. If you're going for numbers like Soul Calibur, Fatal Fury, which I could be off base here, they around the same numbers, then sure, it could have worked. But if you're going like day one or day 5, you want those big numbers from like the get go. You have 20 plus years of experience you're missing.
And like, I don't know. I mean, the game's been in development for roughly 10 years. You then drop it with a shit name, because let's be real. Say what you want about the game. The title is awful. The title's awful. It's horrible. No one likes it. I don't like saying it. No one likes saying it. Not great.
No.
Then you add in it's a tag fighter, which is sure okay.
Not only a tag fighter, but a tag fighter who came out with early release with like less than 10 characters, and they're just now getting what 11 characters now.
It should be
with
still 10 or 11. 10, I think,
Yeah.
maybe. So roster's horrible. Name is horrible. Identity crisis left and right. It doesn't know what it wants to be. It doesn't know who it's for. It still hasn't answered the question who this game is for. Like, and then you're not even gonna wait a month to like try to fix it. I don't know. Like, I get it. They're still not done supporting the game, but I think it's crazy that Riot Games, as big as they are, can't even wait a year when they've already had a full year roadmap established and presented.
Not even less than 3 weeks, 80 people gone. Not even. That's crazy. I can't understand it myself. I don't understand. Like, again, I don't want to discredit anyone's working on this game. The animations are cool. The sound is good. I don't really care about the music. I don't care. That's just me.
It's whatever.
It's whatever. But overall, people's work is feels wasted, just gone. That's how it feels when you get laid off. Especially like that guy you said worked been there for like what 12 years,
Yeah, 12 years.
and the 30-minute notification of being laid off. That sucks.
Yeah, like the fuck are you gonna do with that? I don't know. I think there's already been so many issues, I think, developing this game, like through its early access and everything. We've had constant criticism of the game, and I'm sure plenty of people in the community that aren't like streamers have had similar, if not even more complaints than we did.
Mhm.
But I don't know. I don't
do.
understand. I don't understand the people making these decisions. Like it
I
doesn't make
want to
sense.
want to try and find the positive. The only positive I think I can find right now is that it's third on the leaderboard of Evo registered games. That's the only thing I can find right now at the moment.
And I don't think that'll stay that way.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
Well, because I mean, it's not even anything to do with that announcement. It's more so like, oh hey, Daquan, nice of you to join us.
Well, well, well.
Well, we take it back what we just said like 5 minutes ago. I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah,
Oh.
take all that back. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, we said you were gone, and we didn't know if you were joining, so we just assumed you were still out.
That's crazy. No, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here, everybody.
All right, well,
Sorry.
Daquan is here, everyone. Just mid with his salad.
just mid pool. All right, that's fine. That's crazy.
Cool. Strawberries.
Good old
Anyway.
strawberries. I was
We're
gonna
talking
say,
about next year.
yeah, we're talking about 2X.
Layoffs.
I
Such an early
don't
death.
think it'll be third on the leaderboards once it gets closer to Evo, like actual finalizing all those numbers. I think it'll still get probably some entrants, but I think the other games will probably start stacking up more.
It might get less. It might get less now with this.
It might.
Like,
It might
you
drop.
said.
It might drop. But again, I just don't understand the thought process behind any of this.
I don't either.
Even like I want you to understand that League, Legends of Runeterra, their card game, which they've stated on multiple occasions that it was net negative since like day one almost. They supported it for 4 years, multiple expansions and updates before even downsizing that team. So what the fuck is going on behind the scenes where they're now downsizing this game not even a month in?
That's wild.
Like it's already had, like we mentioned it earlier, Daquan, where it's already had its fucking issues through development. Its identity crisis doesn't know what it wants to do. It's changed constantly, changed how it's functioned. And so my only assumption can be is like the people at Riot that are like executives and directors and people making these decisions on what gets support and what doesn't can't see them being sustainable because they don't even know what they're doing.
Maybe.
Because they're not, I can tell you right now, they're not lacking money.
No.
And like I said,
don't
they've
even-
supported other projects longer when they've made, like they were losing money. So like why drop this one, downsizing the team? I get it. It's like a niche, it's a more niche genre, so it's going to already be a smaller player base. But they already have a full, like I told Jeremy, they already have a full year roadmap of what's being updated, what's being added, and they can't even wait for the year to play out.
Well, I'm wondering, like this is a layoff, right? Like it's
Yeah,
not like
it's
they
80,
pulled
it's
people.
roughly
Yeah.
80 people laid off.
If it's a layoff, in my head is that they were not anywhere. There were targets or milestones that were projected they wouldn't even touch.
That's
Like
what I
that-
was
that's where-
explaining to Cheetos. Like I think they were expecting Street Fighter like
Yeah.
ticket numbers day one, and without that, those two games have like 20+ years of experience.
Yeah.
But
30
yeah,
plus years.
and then I also told him that clearly the people that were coming in with these ideas and projections don't have any idea of what's happening, because anyone that's in the
Well-
FGC would understand a game. It doesn't matter if it's tied to League. It's a niche game. It's a fighting game, which is already, like I said, niche. We mentioned this earlier in the episode. But then tag fighters are already a niche genre in the fighting game sphere. There's no shot, even with the League IP behind it. You're like, oh, we're gonna be doing numbers.
Well, not necessarily, because Dragon Ball Fighters, I mean, granted, Arc System works, so it's a developer that is, you're there,
It's-
but
Again,
it's
that's
the
backed by
Dragon Ball
the
IP.
the Dragon Ball IP is bigger than, and depending on where it is, I would say it's almost
Depending on where it is,
depending
so,
on
like-
where it is, it's
Yeah.
bigger than League. But
Yeah.
again,
So
like the
that
people that are playing Dragon Ball are already like into throwing hands because of the Dragon Ball IP.
yeah.
The people that are interested in League of Legends, all the people that are playing League don't play Valorant. Some of them do intermingle, but they were expecting to pick up the League because it's a League IP to then try to pick up fighting games for this because that's assuming that's where most of their number projections are coming from.
I
I
I'd
don't think it's
only
the same
assume
crossover.
no, like I mean, obviously they got a target demographic
Yeah, yeah.
somewhere. Like they got this information from somewhere to think that they could pull these numbers. And I think they're probably banking off of Arcane's success or like their other
Oh yeah.
like surrounding things of just general interest in League to where this is a good time to enter the fighting space and RIP is hot. So in their mind, it's probably just like, oh, there's going to be a perfect storm. Like people wanted our MMO. The MMO stuff is on the talk, so people are talking about us. Valorant is trying to get out on all these other little platforms. League is still highly successfully putting out these smaller things. They are casting a wide net with the IP, and I would probably just put it to where they overestimated everything. Like I
Probably.
think it's just
Probably.
across the board.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
because even how many characters did they have? It's only what
Well,
seven or
when
eight.
it when
That
it
they have right now or early access?
When they launched, there's like 8 characters,
it was 7, I think.
Is 7?
7 or 8. Like
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
single digit characters in a fighting game.
A
day
tag
one.
fighter.
A tag fighter, right? Like
Apparently, Telcon is going to launch with like 20 fighters.
Yeah, I
That's
think they
As it
said it
should.
was 20, yeah.
yeah, as it should. Same thing with Invincible, right? Like it's I don't. There's that thing where I think somebody made the statement for BioWare where it was like we're too big to fail type of situation. I think that might be where Riot is sitting, or where they were sitting, and now they're understanding like, oh, we can fail, because I am not necessarily the most like tuned in with the fighting game
Mhm.
community. Like I understand it because I play fighting games, but just being that dialed in, I'm not necessarily. However, if you're talking about breaking in, like you mentioned, like Dragon Ball, people are normally going to play a fighting game because it's Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball have always been fighting games, whether
Yeah,
it's
but
like a
then you
3D arena
also
or if
and then
it's
you also tie in like it's Arc System Works. Like people
yeah,
know
it's Arc
Arc
System
System Works.
Works.
So like
Correct.
just like with
Right.
Marvel Tokon, right? Like it's like, oh, it's
Yeah.
a Marvel fighting game, but it's Arc System
From
Works.
Arc System Works.
Like people are already kind of on board.
Yeah, because of Arc, which is
Yeah.
the thing that Riot is kind of missing. It's like
Yeah.
one, League is not a fighting community. Like
No.
that IP has nothing to do with fighting. And then on top of that, it's you making it. Like if it would have said Arc Systems Work brings to you 2XKO, or NetherRealm Studio brings you 2XKO, like right, then it would be like, okay, this thing, we can think about this. But oof.
I mean, then you
Like,
add in the
half the
constant
team was crazy.
yeah, and then you look into, how the game was marketed, right? Every time news was shown, it was like we were getting a different game every time.
Every time.
Something's
Yeah.
different. Something's changed. We changed how this functions. We changed how that functions. Like at that point, bro, what the fuck is the point?
What is the game?
Yeah, well, yeah, because
Yeah.
I mentioned it earlier. We still don't even know who this game is for.
People that like League of Legends, which like y'all mentioned before,
Doesn't
not
it's
necessarily
not
people that
gonna
like fighting games.
it's
Right.
not gonna yeah. There's gonna be some crossover. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm
Mhm.
one of them, but I'm one
Yeah.
out of every 100 people probably, maybe even
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
So like League is a massive player base worldwide, but you start taking like 1 out of every 100 or 1 every out of 1,000, 10,000 maybe that likes fighting
Mhm.
games, probably even more to be honest, because the fighting game community is big but not that big. Yeah, your numbers
Mhm.
aren't gonna be that high.
No. What's really weird to me is like I don't know why they didn't think of something more specific, right? Like the 2D fighter, like tag fighter, is very, cool. It's the group. But
Well, the
they could have
original thing and what I thought would have worked really well was they were planning on doing a 2D 1v1 fighter, and that's what got me excited 10 years ago. And then somewhere
well,
along the line, like I think 2-3 years in, they're like it's now a tag fighter. And I genuinely believe if it was more focused on 1v1 and then instead of them focusing on these really weird tag mechanics and how that functions, The game could have
They're going
been more focused. We could have had more characters because now they're no longer thinking about how these characters interact fighting together. Like we probably would have had maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 more characters. You'd have a more complete roster. It's a more focused game mechanic experience, and it's still the same quote unquote polish that we're getting with 2XKO because it still plays decently well. It doesn't feel bad.
Mm.
There's bugs here and there, sure. Like there's like a whole fucking subreddit that talks about it. But like at the end of the day, it's not a game that just stops working. So I
Yeah.
think if they were to stay away from whoever thought the tag fighter was a good idea, I don't know. Like I said, I think tag fighters are great and I like them, but like I think there's still a bunch of things that we're missing in this game for it to be a successful tag fighter, roster aside.
Mm. I mainly was thinking, and this is just me because you are Riot, you already make more interesting things.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have even tried to put it into the normal or traditional like 2D fighter conversation. Like they've done a couple of different games before where they've tried different formats. In this instance, I'm like, well, they could have done something like the Ultimate Ninja Storm format, and it would have been way more fun. Like it's just characters, abilities. You're not trying to be too serious, but you can kind of get it if you want to. You have the control camera. You got all these different areas in League that you can deck out to fight in. Would have been way more like Riot specific. It would have felt more like a thing for them,
Yeah,
which would
but
bring in more of their crowd and more casual.
I know with them even being more open minded to do different formats, they'd never go arena fighter because they want it to be competitive. They wanted it to be an esports game, just like their other games.
I mean, the Naruto games are competitive. Well, I don't know if they
No,
do
they
like
don't have
Ultimate
like
Ninja at like Evo.
no, they don't do it at
No, they
Evo or
don't.
anything like that. Not even as like a
Mm.
side game or anything like that. They wanted it to
Well, I
be
guess
an
that's the
Evo
problem
main
right
stage
there.
game. Yeah,
To be competitive in a
yeah,
space where everyone that's already competitive is dialed in and there's a reason they're already
yeah.
chosen.
Yeah.
Yeah, they.
Which now has me worried for Invincible, which
I think Invincible will be fine.
you
Like
think so?
I don't think they're trying to be too important. I think that's the thing.
Yeah.
I think
I
whereas like
yeah,
Riot has already been like we need to make it we need it like that's the whole reason they downsized, right? Because they're like we need to hit these
yeah.
numbers. We're
Wait,
not
is
successful.
Invincible
We're doing it.
that a new developer or is that Iron Galaxy? Am I
I
wrong?
I
can't.
think that's the Iron Galaxy one.
Yeah, I think so. Because I was gonna say I
Let me
think people just really liked Invincible and they just thought a fighter would be fun with invincible
Yeah,
characters. Like I think that's a little
pretty
bit.
much.
I think the philosophy behind that design is quite a bit
is
different.
Skybound
Mm.
Games. My
Yeah,
bad.
there it is, Skybound. So yeah, I'm not too concerned about Invincible. I think it'll find its audience and the people that like it will really like it.
Yeah, and even to the point of that being invincible, like when you think of Riot, there is an automatic association with League of Legends
Yeah.
or Valorant. So like you don't think fighting game like publisher or anything like that. So there's automatically some adverse thought when it pops in your mind about like, oh, it's like imagine if Bethesda was looking like, oh, we're gonna make a Fallout fighting game.
No, they can't even
No.
make
It's
a
like,
normal game.
yeah, it's like, yeah.
I also
Oh, that
like I
roster would be crazy.
because I'm also thinking like don't get me wrong like I think a league fighter was supposed to be really cool and I think it was a reason for everyone to get excited. But again,
Mm,
I didn't want it to be a tag fighter.
mm.
And then now I'm wondering like well they're adding all these other characters in Valorant too and they still wanted it to be competitive. Why not have like a Riot universe fighting game instead? But now it's just League because of the arcane bonus. They were they were probably you're probably right. They were just heavily banking on everything going right for them and it just as long as
Just
it was
didn't.
like a
No.
decent product, they probably would succeed.
How many characters are they releasing in this roadmap?
Probably
I
12.
let me see. I didn't actually pull it up, so let me find
I don't see this game lasting for another year.
out. At this rate, no.
Yeah, because if you're already laying off half, like is 80 half the team?
I'm not
Uh,
sure how big.
I didn't look at how big their team was.
Because I think when I saw. Also, oh yeah, it says laying off half of the 2XKO development team.
Okay, so what they released was a roadmap for their competitive series, like where their majors and challengers events
Oh,
are.
nothing about the game.
So nothing about the game. I got that mixed up. My bad. Which they
Oh yeah,
listed.
so it's half of the global development team.
Yeah, half. Okay. So yeah, they have 5 majors, 3 Evos, Frosty Faustings, which just happened, and Battle
I,
Coliseum.
that's okay. It's cool and all that they want to get in the competitive scene. That's cool. That's cool. I ain't gonna fault them for that. But focus on the game.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
game.
like
The game should be the focus.
you can't really design a competitive game. Like it's kind of weird to say that out loud. Like I can't remember who I was chatting with before, but they were like, "Oh, I want to do something to where it's like Quake or whatever." It was like an older developer. They was talking about wanting to make like some competitive Quake thing, like Tribes, right? Like they wanted to do something like those two, and I'm like, it's weird when you try to design it that way because though even like with Halo was competitive because of like the nature of Halo being fun is why it was able to be competitive. Like you design something to be competitive and you're missing out on it being fun for people to actually want to stick around, and then you got like maybe 1,000 people that play this game, and those are like the weirdos who specifically like those mechanics. But that doesn't mean your game is going to be successful because you're like, oh, well, look, it's competitive for 1,000 people.
Yeah.
You got 1,000 people constantly hopping on to play this versus like you make something like 343 did with what Bungie did with Halo, and it's like it's just a great sandbox with amazing mechanics and great gunplay.
Because you will say the community makes the game competitive, right?
Exactly,
Yeah.
the community will make it competitive.
And
Like,
I
and
do
even if
think
you're a
with
fighting game,
fighting games is a little more like you don't really design it to be competitive. You just try to make a
no,
good fighting game. But I don't
yeah,
think so. Like that's what I'm saying. I don't think they themselves were like this needs to be competitive. I think they chose a fighting game because it's going to be competitive, and then they got lost in the sauce and didn't know what their identity was or what they wanted.
I I would agree, but to the point of the game be good. If game be good, 80 people would not be laid off.
True.
That's all I'm
Well,
gonna
I
say.
mean, I didn't say the game that came out was
Well,
good.
no, I'm saying to
Oh
the
yeah,
thing of like
yeah.
them not trying to make it competitive. I think
Oh
their problem is they did try to make it competitive. Like that's the issue. Because at that point you're just chasing what is the most optimal way to keep people moment to moment. Which again, if you take a fighting game, just making your like the frame data, making sure that you have interesting characters, making sure that you lock in on each character with your identity and the fun of it, that'll make it competitive. People will identify with the character. People will spend hours trying to get all the tech they can out of it, even if it's not quote unquote intentional. People will string that nonsense together, and you can like tone it and worry about it later on. But if you're spending your entire development time fixing these things before they're even a problem because you're trying to make a specific environment, like yeah, you're going to launch early access with 7 or 8 characters. You spent that time doing this. Not saying release them broken, but busted characters are fun. Unless you're Broly, then you're not fun. You're just an annoyance and you need to be deleted. Whoever adds Broly to their game, if for Dragon Ball developers, I swear you don't like your community. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my god.
That's all I'm trying to say. Yeah. This video is sponsored by Canada Dry.
oh.
No,
I,
no.
I
Okay.
wish.
This-
We'll see. And then my thing is right. They had their team as big as it was, and
Yeah.
they released with such a little roster with early access. But then they announced the Vi, which was 6 months ago. Then a month
Mm-hmm.
later we got Blitzcrank. A month after that we got Timo, and then like a few weeks after that we got Warwick. But then from Warwick to Caitlyn, it was 3 months,
Mm.
and that was with that big team. You're telling me
Wait,
now
3 months?
3 months,
Holy shit,
3 months,
They
and
should have
that
made a brawler and not a fighting game.
and then you're telling me you just basically slashed half your team. How long are characters going to be coming out now? And then what's going to be taking a hit if you start focusing on character pumping out? Quality of the animations, the gameplay, the balance, like what's taking a hit here?
No, I can tell you what's not taking the hit. Those skins.
The skins are not.
No, those skins are not. Because
They're
that
trying to
shop
make
was
money.
definitely ready.
Yeah, they're trying to
Shop was
make that
ready.
money. Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
Yeah, it's
maybe they'll learn from this Hopefully, it's a good old sit back and after action reviews. They got this. They'll to the 80 developers that lost their jobs. I'm sorry to y'all.
Yeah, pretty much.
Poor leadership, and I'm pretty sure your leadership is still there.
Probably.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate situation, but
No, yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know if you saw it, Daquan, but Jeremy and I saw the same tweet of one of the employees who had been there for 12 years, worked on 2XKO for 10 years, only got a 30-minute notice to getting fired.
That sounds about right.
Yep.
Sounds about right.
I mean,
Well, lessons learned. People do not work on fighting games. Let me tell you. I'm joking. No, that's not the lesson.
that's definitely not the lesson.
That's not work on fighting games.
I was gonna say, there's not a whole lot to be said. I wish I could be more positive about it and be like, it's not over, guys.
Yeah.
They're still getting updates and whatnot, but like,
No, it's over. Yeah, this is Anthem. Yeah, because when Anthem was like, we got Anthem next. No, you don't.
I'm trying to find a positive note to end this on. I don't know what the fuck.
there's
On
no.
a positive note, GTA 6 is supposed to be confirmed to release this year.
I don't care about that game, dude.
No one
I
gives
said
a
It's
fuck.
positive.
positive.
I said positive.
It's positive. You didn't say relevant. You said
I-
positive. It's positive.
Fair enough. They're fair enough.
Oh, and the guy that did music. What's the music guy? Is it like it's a sword game? It's like you're riding on a sword. I can't remember the name of it.
Austin Wintry.
Yeah. So the composer, he actually did a shout out to the guy from Claire Obscure, pretty much saying like, "Yo, he should have this award."
Pretty
I'm
much.
like,
Yeah.
oh, we just
Yeah.
look at that. We love the industry handshakes. We love it. Just giving people their flowers. I still don't like that game. But
The fact that they didn't get a Grammy nomination is that's wild.
they don't need a Grammy. All right,
Yes.
let's calm down now.
right.
Look,
Get me
Halo
out
did
here.
get a Grammy. All right, if what's his
Oh
name?
my god.
If man, what is that man's name?
Are you talking
I'll-
about
I'll-
John Chief?
No. What's the guy that does the music for Halo?
Oh,
McDonald?
Michael Salvatore?
yeah.
Not him.
No.
The other one.
I'll just look it up.
McDonald. Martin McDonald.
Yeah. If he ain't got a Grammy for Halo, like I'm not pressed about any game. At
Yeah,
this point.
Marty
Like,
O'Donnell alongside
if he
Mike
ain't get a Grammy,
Salvatore.
like that game, bro. If you played that music at the Grammys and at least half the audience didn't start singing too, like
I think you're just a hater.
I'm not here. I'm just saying.
I think you're
He ain't get it.
probably just a hater.
Or Jeremy Soule. He ain't get a Grammy for Skyrim.
But you have to realize they just now added video game music to the Grammys, like recently.
Yeah,
So
it
We
wasn't.
need to do a Hall of Fame. We need to
Oh my
go
God.
back and dig some stuff up.
And Skyrim ain't
Even
getting it,
Zelda.
bro. It's over.
The dream is over. The dream is dead.
Dream is dead.
Move
You're
on
not
to-
getting it.
Move on to Elder Scrolls 6, which you probably will never
I
get.
should have never entered this thing tonight. I should have just ate my salad in peace.
Dude, wait. You know what's crazy?
Ate my
Isn't
damn salad.
isn't that wild that GTA 6 has been delayed 6 times and we're still not getting Elder Scrolls 6?
It'll be announced this year.
Oh,
my
no
God.
shot.
This
It'll be
guy.
announced.
You know what we are
It'll be
gonna get? We're gonna get another edition of Skyrim, and then they're gonna finally crack because they were like suffering. They're gonna finally crack and remake either 76 or Fallout 3 because that's already rumored anyways.
To remake 76.
No, not
Fallout.
76. New Vegas. Sorry,
Fallout.
Oh, New
New
Vegas.
Vegas? Okay, yeah.
New Vegas or 3. One of those is getting announced this year as like a remaster or a remake, and that's the only thing that's gonna put people's good graces back in.
Yeah.
But it's okay. We'll get Skyrim for the fridge.
It
Fridge
makes me
2.
want to rip my eyebrows off. Ain't gonna
Hey,
lie.
that's your
Like,
boy.
it's just-
You better watch him. Go talk to him.
Well, that's all I got about 2X.
That's all, folks. If I
Like,
see another remake, if I see one more,
you know it's happening. You saw how well Oblivion did. You better be fucking
I'm
grateful.
tired of remakes.
You already know
you
they're gonna
better
remake
buckle up.
Skyrim. They're gonna do it.
Buckle up, sir. There's gonna be more remakes.
Oh
to come.
yeah, because the GameCube will come out, and then they gotta have an excuse. Now we're making Skyrim for the GameCube.
Yeah,
That's delayed now too. So
yeah, it is.
Oh, is it?
yeah, because RAM.
Because of the RAM shortage and the CPU shortage that's happening because of AI.
Mm.
Because Nvidia is no longer a gaming company that focuses on AI. They're now an AI company that kind of plays with gamers
Looks at
sometimes.
gaming from time to time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's sad. I know.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Anyway, that's the episode.
I mean,
That's the
that's the episode because it's only going downhill. We're losing it and getting worse.
Going downhill. Yeah.
All right, goodbye,
good.
guys. Thanks for listening.